Critical Men Pictures presents the 5-Minute Forex video training series. Introduction to Fundamental Analysis. Fundamental analysis is a way of looking at the market by analyzing economic, political, and social forces that affect the supply and demand of an asset. To simplify it to one word, it would be news. If you sit down and think about it, it starts to make sense that supply and demand actually drives price. Using supply and demand to gauge where price could go is the easy part. Deciding which of the factors to focus on that affects supply and demand is the difficult part. The underlying idea behind this type of analysis is that if the future outlook of a country and their economy is positive, then the currency should strengthen. The more robust and positive the economy looks for the future, the more foreign investors and businesses will invest in that country. This will result in the need to exchange their home currencies for the local countries in order to obtain those assets. Having access to an economic calendar like the one displayed on the screen now will vastly help your trading, as you will not only know what news events to watch out for, but when they occur. You are able to tell at a glance which country is releasing the data and their currency which will be affected, and measure of how relevant importance the news is. In this case, the number of bulls represents the higher importance. You can also see what the consensus estimate is, what the estimated amount for the news data is, and then what the actual number that was released. For an example, let's say when the U.S. President Obama leaves office and the U.S. dollar has been gaining strength, not only because the U.S. economy is strengthening, but the outlook for an investing sense looks better for investors having a Republican president who would be friendlier to investors and businesses. As the economy gets better, rising interest rates may be needed to control growth and inflation. Higher interest rates make dollar-denominated financial assets more attractive. In order for foreign investors to get their hands on these lovely assets, skyrocketing in value, traders and investors would have to buy some dollars first. As a result of this, the value of the dollar will increase. Later in this course, you will learn which data drives prices and why they do so. You will be able to quote possible effects of the U.S. non-farm payroll and when the data is released. You will know who the Fed chairman is, and you will be able to change that knowledge of personnel and data into actionable intelligence to use to make money. In closing, just know that fundamental analysis is a way of analyzing a currency through the strength or weakness of that country's economy.